Hey Gemini, thank you so much for joining us for your weekly reading at 3 Rabbit Tarot for the week of March 7th to March 14th. We're going to be pulling a bunch of cards here to get an idea of your general energy going into this week, as well as any challenges that you'll be facing, and some advice on how to overcome those challenges. So we're not starting with those. So Gemini, if you haven't already checked out your monthly reading, I'd really recommend you do that after this video. It'll be linked down below because that's going to give you like a whole overview of the entire month, and all these weekly readings are going to plug right into that. So Gemini, getting started here with your general energies for this week, we have the Moon card from the Spirit Song Tarot deck with an L here. And this card here at the bottom is talking about imagination and perception. Normally the Moon card is going to be all about being confused, being in like this state of terror where you don't know like what's happening next. Here with the Spirit Song Tarot deck though, it's so wonderful because all of these cards are really, there's some positivity that you can pull out of all of them. Here we're just talking about really honing into your perception right now, really understanding like where you want to be at this moment. I think that your monthly reading that I was kind of talking about, that was all about you jumping into some new project that you're really passionate about. Right now, you're kind of letting your imagination go. You're allowing yourself to explore the possibilities, the endless possibilities of this new project here. And if you haven't kind of stepped into that new project, I'd really be on the lookout for that because that's a huge theme for this month. Here in your area of challenges though, we have the King of Wands card. I think that right now, maybe you're just having a little bit of difficulty really bringing things into fruition. You have this new passion project that you're moving into right now, Gemini, but I think that right now you're finding a little bit difficulty. You have like all these wonderful ideas floating around you, and you have the ability to manifest some of them on your own, but maybe you're finding that some of the work you're just like not completely cut out for, so you're gonna need other people around you to help manifest this dream here. So I think that that could be the challenge that Gemini is facing right now. It's just like finding a way to manifest the dream. Like the dream is there, and that's great. Like you have to have some goal that you're working towards, but you also need, you also need like a good way to manifest that dream as well. Gemini, here in your recent past, we have the King of Cups card. So really just being in a state where, you know, you have to be ready to start this project. You have to be mentally prepared, emotionally prepared. I think that you've gotten to that state in the recent past. I see a Gemini here and because the waters are so calm right now, Gemini, you're able to really like perceive into like the depths. You're able to see into the depths of the water. You're able to see with like much more clarity that you didn't have before. Here in your future though, we have the Two of Pentacles card. So really getting started on something, putting something into motion, putting into work on two different things at once. It doesn't have to be two different things. It can be a multitude of things that are going on right now. This is like the gears are turning, right? So here we're talking about you having the dream, having the vision. I think that going into the future, this is saying that you can definitely, Gemini, you can do this. It's just you're gonna have to put into work, and you're gonna have to like find the other little pieces of this puzzle and then get those gears turning basically. But I think that right now this is a reading of like building a community around your wonderful idea right now, Gemini. Here in your area of above, we have the Death card, and in your area below, we have the Nine of Wands card. I think that right now you're really just feeling a little bit beaten up because of, you almost feel as though like there's a failure to launch. So for me, I'm into like film production, and when we're talking about film production, you need to have like kind of like a packet ready to show potential people, to get money basically for your project, right? You have to have like a sizzle reel, which is like a little short video that kind of shows like how cool this new idea that you have is. You just feel like a little bit beaten up and upset here in your area below with the Nine of Wands card. You're just feeling as though you're being confronted with a little bit too much. You have all the great ideas, you're putting them into motion, but you're not finding as much interest as you expected. And that's okay though. Like not everybody has to see the vision. And a lot of people don't have the ability to really see the long-term vision of something, Gemini. So even if you have like this wonderful idea, don't feel too deterred right now. In your area of above though, how you're presenting yourself to the world, we have the Death card. Not entirely positive. I'd say don't be too doom and gloom right now. Like if you're sending out ideas for your project to other people and you're hoping to get support, like financial support, or just hoping to like bring more people onto the project and nobody's biting yet, take that as a good thing, because that means that there's somebody else out there who's really, they'll have that same level of passion about this thing that you do. And once you two get together, once you two click, or you three, however many people, that's when things are gonna like really explode. So don't feel too doom and gloom about things. There is a sun on the horizon here behind them, so just kind of be on the lookout for how things are gonna turn around for you, Gemini. Here in your area of advice, we have the Strength card. Again, really tap into your strength right now, Gemini. Don't feel deterred. There's gonna be obstacles along the way. If you're making this new journey right now, or you're heading towards like this big passion project, don't be too worried that things aren't gonna change overnight, that people aren't gonna see the brilliance of this overnight. It's gonna take other people time because they just don't have that same like creative vision that you have. As far as your area of external factors, we have the Knight of Pentacles card. This could be saying that right now you need to be on the lookout for any financial difficulties that you're going to be facing. Maybe it's like slow going, getting into this project, and you had to take more time off of work to really focus on this. And how we are talking about other people coming into this project to help you out, either through like investing or just other creative people to help manifest this. This could be saying that they're going to be coming in, but it's going to be slow going. Like they're not going to see them come in overnight. They're not going to like rush through the doors to start working with you. But I think that as long as you continue working on things, that's going to attract other people because they're going to see that there is potential in this. They're going to understand by seeing it. So just continue to manifest things, continue to put in the work here with the Two of Pentacles card, continue to move forward. Even though not all the pieces are together right now, they don't need to be. Whatever you have right now is probably good enough. So you just need to prove it to the world right now, Gemini. Here in your area of hopes and fears, we have the Five of Wands card, which is, here it's kind of just telling me your hopes and fears are really caught up in like having these conflicts with other people that you could be working with. So you're just like not sure how things are gonna go. You kind of feel like you're fighting with the world right now. You're just fighting because you have something that you're really passionate about, something that you've thrown so much energy into, and you feel like everybody needs to see this and you need to understand it. And so you feel like you're just kind of like fighting everybody right now, right? So right now, you're Gemini, you feel like you're fighting everybody. But in your area of the outcome here, we have the Hermit card. This is you working alone in solitude. And that's okay though, Gemini. It's okay to work on your own. It's okay to work in a little bit of solitude because here, how we're talking about the sun is still on the horizon. You are the one carrying the torch right now, Gemini. You're the one who has like this creative vision. So whatever happens in the future, Gemini, it's gonna come from you. So this is a really positive reading. It's about you really coming into your own, manifesting something that you're really passionate about. But at the same time, there's gonna be some hiccups, some like obstacles along the way. Things aren't gonna go your way overnight, Gemini. Gemini, here at the end of the reading, we're gonna be pulling 3 cards for 3 yes, no, or maybe questions. So if you wanna pause the video and think of those questions, we're gonna pull 1, 2, and 3. So here for your first question, I have a maybe. For your second card, or for your second question, I have a definite yes with the Strength card. And for your last question here, I also have a yes as well, the Seven of Pentacles card, which is again, talking about putting into work on something. So these cards here actually kind of like coincided really oddly with your reading. Gemini, if this reading resonated with you though, please check out your sun, moon, and rising. Also like this video, subscribe down below because that really helps us out. You can check out your monthly reading, that'll be linked down below as well. And again, Gemini, thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you next week.